It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, it hasn't been the start to the season they'd envisioned. 1-7. The pressure's on. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
Said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. The Magic are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Orlando before heading out again. After dropping the first 3 games of the season, they need to turn it around.
And when I look at Orlando, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And Steve, tonight, a lot of players who are very, very explosive. It could basically be one long highlight reel tonight.
It is. We have some guys that you get a chance to jump out of your seat and scream. When you see guys getting dunks, the quickness off the dribble, I mean, I'm impressed, Kevin, to watch the athleticism to go along with the skill set.
And the Clippers starting 5. Gilgeous-Alexander and Bradley pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harris is out there with Harrell, and it's Gortat in at the center position. Now the Clippers with it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Harrell finds Bradley, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Can't connect from short range. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Bradley, that's for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. Bradley's got the first basket of the game for Los Angeles. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And you know what? They were forced to go deep into their bench due to foul trouble, and that one didn't work out well.
Well, anytime you have to change up your rotation, it can disrupt the flow.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Fournier passes to Gordon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Harris, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The 19-foot shot. Here's Vucevic. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Pass to Augustine. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Bradley against Fournier. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And again, no good by the Clippers. Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. To the middle. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Ross. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Clippers, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
And that was the primary difference maker to me. Their lack of getting boards is what ultimately buried them in that game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Steve, Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
Now, here's Fournier. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento. From the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Los Angeles leading by 5. Down low, Harrell. That one, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Ross finds Vucevic. Shoots over Gortat. Here is Augustine. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Pass to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Gordon. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range. And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a three-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Harris against Ross. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And you see there Tobias with body control to take the hit, still complete the play.
Augustine with it. Feeds to Gordon. Over Harrell. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Harris outside. Harris missing again.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Here's Vucevic. Gortat with the defensive effort. Clippers leading by 3, and the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles. Carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside Fournier. Over Bradley. Fournier's shot is off.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Bradley kicks to Harris. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, it went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
On the wing, Gordon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gortat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. So for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Ross. Simmons comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing. And so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
Here's Grant. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Bamba to end the cold streak. Here's Simmons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Out to the wing. From the baseline. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Grant kicks to Vucevic. Simmons against Bradley. Vucevic the pass to Simmons. Back to Vucevic. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Grant. That's tipped, but they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Orlando making some changes. Jarrell Martin's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Aaron Gordon. The Clippers also making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Gortat. And Bahamute comes in for Tobias Harris. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bradley. Now here's Williams. Outside, Scott. Off target with his 3. The Magic trail by 11. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
They must win the turnover battle. Nothing disrupts an imposing offense more than coming up with some steals.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Grant kicks to Isaac. Now the pass to Bamba. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
He's off on the first. And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate, in the things that he does. Bright future ahead for him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Now here's Grant. Following the miss by Lou Williams.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Last year, getting it done. 11th in free throw percentage. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season. The free throw drops for Grant. And Jaron Grant, 5 years at Notre Dame, redshirted as a freshman and helped lead them to the Elite Eight back in 2015.
The Irish had a high-powered offense, Kevin. A lot of shooters. A good preparation for him in the NBA.
And Grant drops them both. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Beverly finds Scott. Orlando grabs the miss.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Yeah, and that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Here's Beverly following the bucket by Orlando. He had a nice open look right there. Gallinari's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Grant surveying the D. Martin against Gallinari. And stolen by Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Jarrell Martin. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Now here's Simmons. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Beverly dishes to Gallinari. Fires it up. Williams can't get it to go. And so Grant will bring it up for the Magic. Trailing by 10. Got a piece of it. Gallinari with the steal. And Abamute kicks to Gallinari. The kick out to Williams. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Outside, Scott, just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. And for the Magic, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. It's tipped out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. At this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for the Clippers.
You know, the play of their guards has been something to highlight. You love to see the backcourt contributing with the pass. When they're looking to make things easier for everyone, you see your bigs run the floor a little bit harder, and those things become contagious.
Clippers leading by 10. Tipped away. Beverly, the pass to Scott. It's deflected.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
The Clippers shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. And it's Gallinari missing. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grant against Beverly. Inside. Gallinari left side. On the wing, Williams. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 10. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
Here is Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Martin is out there with Bamba. Then there's Jonathan Simmons. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Grant in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Lazy defense against a good score. Turns out not to matter.
The Clippers testing out new digital offerings. Things like visual enhancements to provide live information, different viewing angles, Smitty, to their fans.
You're right, Kevin. Something the league is looking at as well, providing different options with the software background and Clippers ownership. It makes sense they want to break new ground.
No good on that one.
And Jonathan Simmons, the explosive wing player, went undrafted but has earned a spot in the NBA after a strong couple of years in the G League. Now he's established himself as a potent offensive player.
Evan Fournier's checked in for the Magic. He hits the second from the line. And for Simmons, when he was in the G League, he developed, Greg, his playmaking.
Yeah, spent some time at point guard at that level, and I think it helps him in terms of finding ways to create shots for himself. He's definitely, though, at his best when the ball is in his hands. Not so much a spot-up player, but he can create offense for a team in a hurry.
Now, here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 2. Williams. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 9. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul against the Clippers.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
First free throw is good. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
And so he makes both from the line.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Harrell finds Beverly. On the wing, Williams takes a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Fournier passes to Ross. Magic moving the ball around. Back to Isaac. Jacks up a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Harrell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Teardrop shot. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
The first one falls. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
Pass to Harrell. Floats it up for Williams. It's deflected. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Bradley's checked in for the Clippers. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's Bradley on the wing. They can't stop the run with that one. The Magic trail by 3. Now here's Ross. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Outside Fournier. Ross on the wing. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Harris. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's foul number 2 for him. Vucevic checked in for Terrence Ross. Clippers leading by 3. And here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low. Harrell, that's good.
When Beverly first entered the league, he struggled to read the action in pick and roll. Now it's a different story.
Beverly against Augustine. Passes it to Fournier. Got a piece of it. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bradley up top. He's guarded by Fournier, and Harrell slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
To the middle. Pass to Beverly. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
And Patrick Beverly last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
One shot.
You know, Patrick Beverly, first team all defense, Smitty, back in 2017. He gets right in your chest. He is a tenacious defender.
He's hard-nosed. He's fearless, not just in your jersey. He wants to get under your skin.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Down low. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his second bucket.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Outside Bradley. And there's the pass to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, headed by Augustine. Dishes it to Bamba. And here they go. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 13-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
And that one falls for Fournier. Steve, in the NBA right now, who do you think is the best isolation player in the game?
I think there's two guys come to mind. James Harden is a guy that you look at is very comfortable in the isolation game, and also Kyrie Irving. There's so many guys that are great one-on-one players. When you start talking about just giving them the basketball and all eyes on them, those are the two guys that stand out, James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
Now, here's Bradley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Augustine passes to Bamba, and that one good. Bamba's got 4 this quarter.
And you see Bamba on the offensive end. Very raw, but has potential, particularly from this range.
Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Beautiful handles by Tobias Harris. A tough cover off the dribble.
It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Bradley. Harris outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harris has got 9.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Now here's Gordon. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Clippers leading by 8. Kicks it to Harrell. Poked loose. Pass to Bradley. Shoots over Fournier. They get it back. Gortat. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Clippers lead by 10.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Inside. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. The big dunk at the end of the break.
So dangerous on the defensive end. Quick hands by Bradley, and he stole it away.
Fournier finds Vucevic, and he converts the layup. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night right there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Bradley. Here's Harrell. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Augustine looking around. Right side, Gordon. Over Harris. And too long on the shot.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic. A championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008. A great career as an NBA coach.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Martin's checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Gordon. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. Now, here's Grant. And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston. But he's staying put in L.A. for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
That free throw missing. You often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example, and then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
Now Grant, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Isaac's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Clippers leading by 11. Gallinari outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Grant. Yep, that one goes in there.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. The dish to Martin. He kicks it to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Grant. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's 7 points for Jaren Grant.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Harris dishes to Gallinari. They double him with Simmons. Shoots a fader. Here's Gortat. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Vucevic. And Bahamute is checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Bradley. Now, here's Grant. He has 7. A floater. No good from Simmons.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. Well, you talk about a professional scorer. That's Lou Williams. The former six-man of the year is instant offense.
Now here's Ross. 1:37 left to play here in the half. Here's Simmons. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Williams passes to Mbamute. And here's Gallinari outside. The Clippers keep it alive. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. And the free throw, no good.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And there's the foul. It's on Jarrell Martin. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
The first one falls.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Scotty's checked in for the Clippers. And Williams drops them both.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
Grant with the ball. Williams picks him up. Ross finds Martin. Beverly against Simmons. Passes to Isaac. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Isaac's got 9.
And always seemingly under control is Isaac. Even when he gets roughed up, he just manages to complete the play.
Now, here's Mbamute. No points in the game yet for him. Isaac with the steal. And the pass to Ross. Scott pulls it in. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Beverly. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points. Points that helped them build this huge lead.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Clippers leading by 16. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Gilgeous-Alexander and Bradley pair up at the 1 and the 2. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Gortat, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And he gets it to go. Harris has got the first basket of the third quarter for Los Angeles. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Vucevic against Gortat. Gordon kicks to Augustine. It's Fournier on the wing. Harris outside. The shot misses. The Magic go the other way with it. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Now, here's Harrell, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gordon gets a hand on it, and they're able to recover.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Now here is Augustine. Inside, Gortat with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Harris with the ball. Here's Harrell. And stolen by Fournier. Vucevic the pass to Augustine. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Clippers leading by 18. Bradley, no one around him. Here's Harrell. Vucevic with the block. Here's Augustine. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Augustine's got 6.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Pass to Gortat. Harris outside. Over Ross. Misses off the right iron. And for the Magic, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Augustine. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. Kicks to Gortat. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Bradley can't get it to go.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. In the third spot, Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Gordon. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 17 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. and he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. Pass to Harrell. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 6th rebound on the night. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris.
Well, you just have to love the skill Vucevic shows on the offensive end. I mean, he can erupt for big scoring nights if you don't keep him in check, and it gives you a little bit of everything from an offensive standpoint.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Guys, Vucevic doing more shooting from range the last couple years, further improving his versatile offensive game.
Yeah, and when he was younger, he got his points by going to work on the block. Still can do that, but now prefers to float outside and stretch the defense. Very soft touch on that jump shot, no matter if it comes from inside or out.
And he sinks the second. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Augustine. Bradley against Fournier. To the inside. Kicks it out to Bradley. 3 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Magic trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Fournier against Bradley, and it's blocked. Here's Harris. The good-looking shot from the wing. Harris has got 15.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clippers leading by 12. Passes it to Harris. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Now here is Augustine, guarded closely. Gordon inside. Harrell on him. No good from Ross. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. And there's the pass to Harris. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up the baseline. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A baseline J, and the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his 2nd basket. So it's the Clippers now. They led by as many as 18 points. Kicks it to Gortat. He dishes it to Harris. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pulls up, high post, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
It's Gortat, top of the key. Dishes it to Harris. The 15-footer. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got 7 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. Another shot. Here's Vucevic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Simmons comes in for DJ Augustine. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Gortat. Gallinari comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. 15-point game. To the paint, Williams with the steal. Gallinari against Gordon. Isaac with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Now Isaac. He's got 9. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now, here is Gallinari. 20 feet out. Williams can't get it to go. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Ross for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Williams finds Gallinari. Simmons against Williams. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Harris.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And Orlando making a change here. Grant's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. And Mbaamute's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 8. Williams passes to Scott. Clippers moving the ball around. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Simmons. He has 7. No good from Grant.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles leading by 9. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaron Grant. That's his first foul. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Outside Gordon. Back to Grant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Grant's got 10 points.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
And Beverly kicks to Scott. Stolen by Bamba. To the left side wing. Here's Grant. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Gallinari finds Williams. Count that one. 9 points in the game so far.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Grant against Beverly. Grant the pass to Bamba. Left side Gordon. And the shot no good, a bit short. Los Angeles leading by 11. 1:58 left in the third. Outside Williams. Poked loose. Isaac with the steal. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. He kicks it to Simmons. But they'll get another chance. Out left to the wing. Now here's Isaac. He's guarded by Mbamute. Bamba's shot is off. LA has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. The Clippers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he makes the first. Jarrell Martin's checked in for Bamba. And Mbamute drops them both. The Magic trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count that bucket.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Grant against Williams. Fires the three. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Grant the pass to Isaac. The Clippers grab the miss. Gallinari wide open. And the Clippers miss again.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Now, here's Grant. He's got 10. Chalk up 2 there. Grant's got it back down to single digits for the Magic. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Gallinari. Martin with the block, and he's able to get it back. 4 on the shot clock. Beverly wide open, and the 3 off target. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Simmons has got the ball here for Orlando. They trail by 9 points. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Jonathan Simmons. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Martin in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Mike Scott. They get a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Gallinari. Inabamute kicks to Harrell. Lets a floater go, and the layup good by Beverly. Beverly's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Fournier against Beverly, and there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Aaron Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Jonathan Simmons. And the Clippers with a change here too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Patrick Beverly. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him. Gortat's checked in for the Clippers. Bradley comes in for Lou Williams. Vucevic up top, Gortat covering, and Fournier kicks to Isaac. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Goes up on the block. Martin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He misses the free throw. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. And he's good on the second. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Augustine. Harrell kicks to Gortat. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Augustine. The Magic trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Martin. Got a hand on it. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harris is checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Fournier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one drops. The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And so Fournier nails both of them. Los Angeles leading by 8. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closer. The shot's good from Fournier.
Creating a size mismatch in close. That's the kind of thing you're working for.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Vucevic.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Well, Avery Bradley coming off a tumultuous season, traded twice, Steve, and battled a groin injury that eventually required surgery.
You know what's not good? All this in a contract year. Not what you hope for. One of the league's hardest working players. He'll bounce back.
And that one misses.
Avery Bradley, a 6'2" combo guard. Not a bad ball handler, but he gets most of his shots by cutting without the ball.
And the second free throw, good.
Here you have the consummate pro. Rare to see Avery Bradley complain or give anything less than 100%.
Augustine passes to Ross. He feeds it to Gordon. Back to Ross. There's the dish to Fournier. Over Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, and as they will tell you, Avery Bradley, one of the best cutters in the league. And you know what, Smitty? He cuts hard.
And a true professional. He sets a good example. His teammates see how he gets after it. And with his speed, tough to stay with him.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Harrell. Clock at 4. High post, Gortat. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Only the one made basket in the fourth. He hasn't provided them with a whole lot offensively.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Here's Fournier. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Fournier against Bradley. Here's Gortat. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Ross. Bucket is good. Clippers leading by 7. The pass to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Augustine. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. From deep three-point range, doesn't get it to drop for him. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Ross. It's tipped, and he recovers it. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Vucevic against Gortat. Outside Fournier. A second chance effort. And that one hits back iron.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Harris looking it over. To the left wing. Harrell, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. The Clippers grab the miss. Harris has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. The Magic trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Vucevic throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Bradley finds Gortat. Down low, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet little floater. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 now in this quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Fournier against Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic, and the layup's good off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, headed by Augustine. Tries again. And it's Harrell missing. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 9-point game. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Ross. And it's 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
You like how Ross was looking around on that play to find the best shot available.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Harris. Over Ross. Harris's shot is off.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
Augustine, no luck. Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Harris. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Here's Fournier. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Bradley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Orlando grabs the miss. The drive by Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles leading by 5. And the Clippers call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight, and that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
So it's Orlando now after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Vucevic. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Now here's Bradley to the paint, Harrell, and it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Fournier, kicks it to Augustine. To the inside, here's Gordon. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. That shot misses.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Ross with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. That shot off.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that look like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Shot from 12. Second chance effort. He gets it in there. That's 12 points for Terrence Ross.
And the speed in which Ross can lift off the floor helps him create a lot of second chance points.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, headed by Augustine. Harris, good. Harris has got 13 points in the second half.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
It's Bradley on the wing. He's guarded by Fournier, and he comes up with the deuce. 1:16 left in the game. Now the feed to Vucevic. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. And that's 15 points for Vucevic.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable. Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Gortat with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Harrell. Fournier against Bradley. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by Vucevic. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. Trailing here by 8. No good from Ross.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence. And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And the Magic with possession. Gortat with the rebound. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Patrick Beverley is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest will take care of itself.
From deep. Kept alive Orlando. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
So the Clippers with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mark. You guys were all business tonight. No joking or fooling around. What was the approach?
You know, we come into the game prepared, more focused. We got a lot of energy, and, you know, basically it was an overall good game for us.
Very good performance, March. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.